Hey, so looking at my Pokemon here, I just realized I have 3 flying types. Half my team is flying types. I mean, they're normal flying, bug flying, and poison flying. Honestly, poison as a type is not that good yet. Poison as a type was not good until 6th gen.
Oh god, that's pathetic.
Well, because until 6th gen, the only thing that poison is good against is grass. And a lot of grass Pokemon are already also poison type. So that super effectiveness is nulled then. In fact, in Gen 1, the only grass Pokemon that are not poison type are Paris, Parasect, and Tangela. So basically, poison types were good against Paris, Parasect, and Tangela in 1st gen.
That's pathetic.
Yeah. Now finally in 6th gen, poison is also good against Fairy, which was a much needed buff for poison type. Now poison types feel useful because fairies are so powerful. Yeah, it's like, oh god, I really need a poison type so I can deal with the situation. I was also looking up Zubat's moveset. Zubat is not going to learn Bite until 16, which is going to be kind of a pain. Because until then, Nintendo Capri Sun's strongest move is going to be Astonish. So that'll be a little bit annoying. But oh well, that's just how it is. At least Astonish will be good against ghosts. If we run into any ghosts. Ooh. But see, the problem is I don't want Nintendo Capri Sun to fight these Spearows and Pidgeys because, like, Leech Life is going to be half effective because they're flying type, and Astonish won't work at all because they're normal type. So I'm kind of just hoping to run into, like, some Jigglypuffs that I can, like, Leech Life to death. And some Nidorans I can Astonish to death.
That sounds really sad.
To Astonish something to death or to Leech Life it to death?
Life it.
Well, I don't have much of a choice right now. My bat apparently can't bite. Okay, and Astonish does, like, nothing. It can cause him to flinch. It hasn't, but it can. Oh, it did it. Nice job, Nintendo Capri Sun. You know, that's one of those names like mine, where it's much easier to say the abbreviation. Instead of calling me Pizza Dude Man Guy, just PDMG. There we go. Yeah?
Sorry, I'm, like, suddenly tired.
Well, it is getting to be, like, 9:40. So we're probably only going to do, like, this episode and one more, or just this episode, and be done tonight. This is actually our 2nd day of recording. I'm always, like... I love Pokemon games. I always like, because we recorded last night. Usually we only record, like, twice a week. But, like, today, like, we switch off between workout days and game recording days. Today's a workout day. So Rosie worked out. And then I was like, okay, Rosie, when we're done, can we go play Pokemon? And she's like, I guess. So when
I mean, I'm not the one playing.
Yeah, so... Whereas, you know, when we were doing Ocarina of Time and Rosie was playing, we would pretty much, you know, only record on actual recording nights and only the minimal amount. Where, like, as for me, I like to play as much as I feel like. Which, I mean, you were too. Sometimes we were playing more than what you felt like because you'd be like, I don't really want to record 5 episodes today, but I guess we have to because they're supposed to be coming out next week.
Yeah, but see, like, that's kind of the thing with me in gaming right now in my life. It's just I don't have time for it anymore. So, like, the only time I do game is when I have to record. Or if we're on a car trip and I still have to get through Fire Emblem Fates.
Yeah, because you're doing Conquest right now, aren't you?
Yeah, and I'm not even, like, scratching the surface of it.
Yeah, what chapter are you on, anyway?
I think I, like, just finished 11.
Okay.
And that one's, like, I mean, I'm satisfied with Conquest. I like it a lot. It's just... it takes a while to get through.
It does. It feels like, to me, Conquest feels like, I mean, maybe this is what classic Fire Emblem games are like, because I haven't played much of classic Fire Emblem games. It feels like every level is a puzzle. Like, how do I beat this level?
Which I don't mind. I like that kind of stuff a lot more. I'm more of like a puzzle and figuring things out kind of person.
Whereas I'm more attuned to the style of like Birthright and Fire Emblem Awakening, where it's like, how powerful can I make these guys and grind them? Well, you're watching me grind these Pokemon to levels I probably don't really need to take them.
Yeah.
Just because it's like, well, I want them to all be even and symmetrical, and my highest level person's like, or my lowest are like 11, so I gotta get NCS to 11 before we can move on.
We're two completely opposite types of gamers.
That's just the type of gamer I am. I'm a grinder. I always have been.
Yeah. Well, it makes me wonder, like, if the world went to shit and we still survived it, like, what would our survival strategies be, and would we survive well enough given, like, how different we are?
Yeah, I don't know.
That kind of stuff. Because I realized, like, earlier today, I am a total MacGyver with stuff. I wanted to, like, pour some cranberry juice into a water ball, and I knew I was too clumsy to carefully pour it into the bottle.
That's good insight.
So I was trying to look for a funnel, which apparently we lost the funnel we used to have.
We had a funnel?
We had a funnel, and then, like, it disappeared somehow. I don't know how. So I'm like, okay, so how else am I gonna, like, pour this in without spilling it everywhere? So what I did is I found a frosting syringe that I never used. It was just one of those things my grandma gave me because she's like, this is a fun cooking thing you could do, Rosie. And I'm like, I'm never gonna use this. So instead, I dismantled it and taped it to the water bottle and poured the juice through that. And it worked perfectly fine.
Cool.
And then the tape was easy to take off so I could use it again for another thing. But yeah, like, I'm pretty good at doing stuff like that, like utilizing things that you don't normally utilize them for, but it's the only thing you got, so... Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. It's another Pidgey bum, bum, bum. Where's the Nidorans and Jigglypuff's done? Haven't seen a Jigglypuff in a while. It's actually amazing I got a Jigglypuff on the team rather than, like, a Spearow. I wouldn't have been able to catch the Pidgeys because of the no duplicate rule, so...
I'm a little peckish.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you want to go get food?
No, it's too late, and I'm more tired than hungry.
Okay. Boy, maybe it would have been better to go fight those Metapods and Kakuna still. We'd be fighting them more consistently. Oh, yeah, here's a Jigglypuff. Yay! How much damage does it do? Yeah, that's not terrible. It's gonna take a while still, but... I mean, this thing can't, literally can't, kill me. It won't even cute charm me because we're the same gender.
Oh.
Yeah, that doesn't work. In Pokemon...
You can't have lesbian Pokemon?
Nope, doesn't
Darn
work.
it.
But the worst thing that this thing could do is make me fall asleep, which isn't really a penalty.
I want lesbian Pokemon.
When it can't attack me. You want lesbian Pokemon.
Japan, give us lesbian Pokemon. And gay Pokemon. I wish there was like a term for like gay men, like we have for like gay women.
Like, yeah,
That's
we
not
have a special term. We have lesbian. How come there's not a special term for a gay man? It's just gay man.
It's like, well, that's no fun. That's sad.
Okay, how about a lesbian?
Lesbian.
Yeah, with an O-N at the end.
Lesbian.
Or, oh, pronounce it lesbian.
Lesbian.
Yes, we have lesbians and lesbians.
It's like Espeon and Umbreon.
That's an interesting example.
That's their trademark Pokemons. There you go.
Okay.
No, I wish there was like a term for that that was like appropriate, like not like offensive.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to distinguish because you're like, well, lesbians and gay men. It's like, okay, this is just awkward to say. You know?
Yeah, I get it. God, that was loud. That's a loud Spearow. Let's kill it. Yeah, I see. I'm wondering if it would actually be better for us to just go back and go Kakuna and Metapod hunting. I think that is going to be faster. I think that's going to be faster. Because we can always astonish those So we don't have to be like, oh, it's a Pidgey, switch. Oh, it's a Spearow, switch.
So you're basically scaring it to death.
Yes, that's exactly what Astonish is.
So sad.
That's what I was saying. Well, that's why I say earlier. It's like, are you talking about Leech Life or Astonish? It's like Leech Life. I'm
You're
sucking.
just
I'm sucking its blood dead. Where Astonish, I'm scaring it to death. In fact, Astonish does 10 more damage than Leech Life.
Oh god.
That's because Leech Life is a recovery move, though. Because it heals me for half the damage I do. But I mean, the only thing Bug is good against, right? What is Bug good against? Just Psychic right now? Or, well, Grass also? But once again, I mean, that's really only going to take effect for Tangelas. So...
I wonder how many people
Psychic.
have been, like, literally scared to death.
Because that is a thing.
Like, scared so badly that their heart gave out on them.
Exactly, that's what it is.
Yeah. It's like so much of a fucking adrenaline rush that they're like, ugh! Body can't handle this!
They go, ugh!
That'd be the worst thing ever, is to be scared to death.
Ugh! I've right been scared to death!
Like, I'd rather, like...
I'm apparently Scrooge McDuck!
Like, of all the emotions to be killed by, I think that might be one of the worst.
Fear?
Yeah.
Of all the emotions... Well, I think it'd be worse to, like, die of happiness. It's
but
like,
you're happy when you die, you're like,
but it's
yay!
like, but imagine, like, you've achieved such a state of happiness that you're finally reaching life, and then you're dead. It's like, god damn it, I just became happy.
But you'd be dead so you wouldn't know, right?
That depends on what you believe the afterlife is.
Yeah. I'm guessing it'd be, like, suckier if, like, you're an atheist.
You know, I just realized something that's going to be great about training NCS in this area. He can't be poisoned, because he's poison type.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. The other thing that's cool, too, is since this isn't actually first gen, it's a third gen game, is that if we do get NCS up to a Golbat, we can actually get NCS up to a Crobat after that. And then NCS will be really powerful.
So wait. Does it have third-gen Pokemon in here, then?
In post-game, yeah.
Oh, so you
Well-
can get, like, a Banette?
Sword, I think you'd have to trade it over from Ruby and Sapphire.
That's so dumb. When is Pokemon Go gonna have Banettes?
It won't be a long time, hon. I don't think they've even released second-gen Pokemon, at least by the time we're recording this, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they're ever gonna, like, get popular enough that they're gonna have any incentive to do that?
It's hard to tell, because it seemed like a lot of the interest for it's died down.
Yeah, because it's a pretty, like, two-dimensional game.
I mean, honestly, it seemed from the get-go that it was going to be a fad game, which is why I never really got into it in the first place, and I'm glad that I didn't.
I gave into it.
Like, I have it. I played it a little bit when my friends were too, but now they really don't. Or maybe they do and we're just not around enough to see, but I don't
They
know.
probably do because they have, like, more capabilities of benefiting from the game.
I have not seen
Because, I mean, they, like,
Potter
travel
Cocoon
all the
yet.
fucking time.
That's true, so yeah, maybe it's still better
We're
for
just,
them.
like, sitting here in a fucking apartment all the time, and then we go into our car and we go, like, what, like 10 to 30 minutes away to wherever we work, and then we work for 8 hours in a wherever.
Well, Brett was hunting Pokemon on Pokemon Go when we were at the Civil War reenactment.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
We went to a Civil War reenactment with some of our friends.
It was really fun.
It was fun.
Like, I like the educational aspect of it.
Yes, me too. Like, I thought the concept was kind of weird at first.
Kind of morbid.
Yeah,
But
it's
then,
like, hey, let's go reenact one of the bloodiest, worst times of our country's history.
Yeah.
But the historical stuff and, like, getting to see, like, you know, the arms and armament and strategies and, like, I was going to say lore, geez. The history of it was
Real life lore!
was very interesting.
Yeah, see...
You know, and it was funny, we were talking about, like, isn't this essentially, like Civil War LARPing?
Yeah, Civil LARPing.
It's kind of what it felt like to me.
But, you know, like, there's nothing wrong with it, because it's, like...
No.
It's really cool, and it's so educational.
It was really neat.
I don't mind, like, morbid things as long as there's, like, more to it
This
than
got
just being morbid.
really laggy suddenly. Jesus.
And that's one of those examples where it's like, it really is education based. So, it's really awesome. And I love historical shit like that, though. I grew up watching History Channel when it actually did history shit.
Yeah, you know, and not just like...
Aliens!
reality TV featuring shops with a little bit of history.
Do mermaids exist? Fucking Discovery Channel.
History!
Shit too. All those educational channels have gone to
Welcome
shit.
to Animal Planet. What's the best treehouse you can build?
Strangely Human is their new tagline, which is bullshit. It's like, okay, so this is Human Planet, right? Okay. I see where this is going. You guys just realize that you can't compete with the educational, like, plethora of the internet, so now you're just gonna...
We need to survive. Put on things that people will watch.
So you just, appease to the common denominator, aren't you?
You know, it's hard because it's a business. I mean, they can't even do shows if they're not making money.
Yeah,
so...
and I mean, as far as TV culture goes, most people that watch TV aren't going to be watching it for education. That was always a thing.
That's true.
There was like a small niche group of people, like my family, that were really into educational television because it's fascinating and we're curious as fuck. And, that niche group is going to be further going down the road of technology and the internet because that satisfies our curiosity much
quicker.
faster
Yeah.
and much better.
Because it's like if you're curious about something, you just look it up and there you go, and you know the answer.
Yeah, and you don't have to like wait through commercials over commercials over commercials over commercials and other crap just to get to the show you want to watch. So that target demographic is all but gone now. So of course they're going to appeal to the lowest common denominator to keep their business running. It's just sad, but I mean, that's just the way of technology.
That's just how it is.
And technology is always going to be popular with the people who are really into education. And they're going to really, really push towards that new technology.
Okay, if we don't finish, like, getting Nintendo Capri's Sun to level 11 by the end of this, we're just going to move on. He's close enough. It's just, man, I thought we'd run into more Metapods and Kakunas. I think we've only seen, like, one so far. What's with that?
Your family's really into educational TV too.
Aren't
they?
My dad and Seth are.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Mom watches more of shows.
Yeah, she really likes, like...
And Adam watches cartoons.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, he's a kid, so...
Well, okay, but Seth as a kid was always into the educational stuff, though.
True.
Like, he would watch classic History Channel type stuff.
When it used to be good. Yeah. I like watching TV with your mom because I get to see shows and stuff that I'm not used to because she has such a different taste in television than my family does. And so she'll watch like the Hallmark Channel or TV shows that have like romance stories and whatnot. And she'd get really into some of the older ones because she's seen them before. And it's kind of fun.
Okay.
Even though it's really not my genre of movie or television, it's really fun to watch her get like excited.
It is.
Over it and to really get into it.
I always like seeing either of my parents really getting excited about something.
Yeah.
Because it feels like, the environment that I always saw them growing up was them being a parent. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, In any case, that's going to be it for this episode. We're just going to go ahead and move on. I think NCS is high enough. So...
He's getting high.
So, we'll see you guys next time.
Smoke weed every day.